My name is Greg Litster. My wife is Elaine Litster. She does not approve of this message. She's not sure what I'm going to say. She does not approve of it. Robert Longdon, the cop, the bad cop that was sentenced last week, I was there. He would not look at me. 4 years ago, he arrested my kid for something my kid did not do. He would not look at me. But Longdon is not the only bad cop. There's another bad cop, Jeff Takeda, who also arrested my kid and allowed Longdon to perp walk him. He never even interviewed or met with the alleged victim or went to the crime scene before he arrested my son. He waited 13 days before he even went to the crime scene and talked to this girl. He waited 21 days to request a forensic fingerprint comparison between my kid and everybody else in her family. The fingerprints proved only the girl was the culpable party, and she confessed to writing all the letters to Livingstone. I gave Jeff Takeda the timeline of where my kid was been. I talked about soccer games. I talked about being at Scouts. One of the letters was delivered at the time my kid was at Scouts. And when Takeda wrote the write-up that he sent to a juvenile DA, Rochelle Dean, he left out any mention of my kid being in Scouts that overlapped the time of when one of these letters was written. When the fingerprints didn't work out and the computer forensics didn't work out, she watched the videotape and she said it was horrific, that it was my kid was scared. It was obvious, her words, obvious. He was giving answers to please the officer. She would never use it and could not use it for any kind of prosecution. I complained, as I got information, I complained to Chief Mitch McCann. He told me to talk to Robert Brill, overseeing the investigation. Brill gave me such loopy answers that I figured he was either the dumbest cop that ever lived or he was part of the conspiracy. So McCann assigned Dave Livingstone. He was a terrific guy, and Livingstone got crap from other cops in the department. We learned about it from other people. I asked him about it, and he says, it's just noise, nothing that can be concerned about. Computer forensics. They took Elaine's computer that had all of her marketing stuff for her campaign that time, took all of her stuff and kept it for 21 days, made a mirror, and then damaged the file directories on the hard drive so I couldn't copy anything off onto it. It's not a conspiracy theory. There's a public document, December 2016, that would suggest otherwise. What was going on 4 years ago? 4 years ago, Elaine was running against a cop, Bill Daniels, for a seat on the school board because he wanted to get name recognition, run for city council, and vote for pay raises. This is not the first time that he's done such a thing, because in 2009,
Time's up, Mr. Lister.
Yes, I understand, Mayor. I understand. And you've let other people run on, and there's not a lot of speakers. In 2009, Bill Daniels,
you could have 15 more seconds.
Bill Daniels was president of the police unions demanding pay raises. Glenn Becerra and Michelle Foster said, no, there's no money. So the bully Bill Daniels organized a mob of 50 cops and their families to storm Glenn Becerra's place. When Michelle Foster found out about it, she was afraid for her kid. So her kid is a mentally disabled kid. So she called him up and said, Bill, I know I'm next, but my house is a safe place, and I'd like you to let me know when you're coming so that I can get her out. And he said, Bill, what did you say? What did you say? He said...
Your time's up. No,
he said...
Turn it off, please.
If you can't take the heat,
turn it off.
Get out of the kitchen. Disgusting. That's what we have running for the city.
Turn the mic off.
Yeah. Right here.
Turn the mic off, please.
And this is the lady that he was going.
You're way over time, sir.
Thank you.
Been very rude. Been very rude to the community. Please leave the podium. Thank you. Don Otto.